I
Yes.
see that you can see. Okay, perfect. So, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Yazid Akanwo from ICANN Technical Engagement Team. We are, of course, a global team managed by Adiela Plogan, who is very well known in this African ecosystem. And I focus on Africa and Middle East region. So we are supposed to be two. And by the way, there is currently a position which is open. So if anyone is interested, you can always visit ICANN's website and go to the open positions. And if you feel comfortable, in applying, you are more than welcome to join the team. So I also have other colleagues who cover the rest of the other regions like Europe, like Asia Pacific, North America, and also Latin America and Caribbean. And the purpose of the technical engagement team is mostly to help enhance the collaboration that ICANN has with the global community in general at two major levels. The first one is with the technical community, the technical stakeholders, such as the registry operators, the registrars, the internet service providers, but also the regulators and the academia, any sort of stakeholders that play a certain role in internet operations, right? And the second part of this is mostly to conduct different sort of activities that are mostly outreach via presentations, or participation to different engagement activities, whether they are regional or national or local in general. But also we conduct training and capacity building hands-on. And the last part is consultation. So we work very closely with any technical, stakeholder interested in some specific, let's say, project or initiative. And sometimes also we work very closely with operator. Once we finish with our training and our capacity building, they want us to, let's say, to continue following up with them in terms of implementing what we have learned during the different training. And today, I'm going to focus more specifically on DNSSEC validation. But before moving to the topic, I invite you to visit our webpage on ICANN website. It's icann.org/octo/technical engagement. And you can actually scroll and see what we really do. If you are also interested in knowing the composition of the team, you can also have a look. You have more details on what we do as a team, and we also have a training catalog that you can visit. Currently, we have about 15 courses, but we are in the process to update this catalog. And one more thing before moving to the DNSSEC validation is that you can always also go to the ICANN Learn platform. We have a couple of technical courses that are available. And currently we are currently almost done with one last course that will probably very soon be published on the ICANN Learn platform. Now, today's topic is DNSSEC validation, and I will follow Alain's, who shared some graph, because graphs are always very helpful to see where we came from, where we are now, and where we are heading to as well. And I recall the IPv6 discussion that occurred, I think, 2 days ago, if not yesterday. So here is also a public facing page. It's actually Epinic website, Epinic lab that provides these statistics on DNSSEC validation deployment across the globe. So what is DNSSEC validation, basically? You know, we live in an era where the weaknesses and the vulnerabilities of DNS are being used more and more to conduct different sort of attacks. And one of those attacks is actually to manipulate the DNS records, whether it is on the zone files or it is on the recursive resolver, to actually force the end users to be redirected to a fake destination that the malicious actor has control over. And to actually prevent or to protect the end users against such kind of attack, there is one technology that the Internet Engineering Task Force has developed, which is called DNSSEC, Domain Name System Security Extensions. So basically, what does DNSSEC provide? It works on the normal DNS infrastructure, but it adds a security layer, which is basically that we deploy public key cryptography to sign the data. We do not encrypt the data. So the data, the DNS data, is mostly the resource records still move in clear format in the network. But with DNSSEC deployed, not only the DNS normal records will now be served to the users, whether it is your web browser or it is any application. It can be your email client or your operating system itself, etc., etc. But alongside with the DNS record will now come a signature. And that signature will be used to authenticate the DNS data that has been provided to the requester. So with that DNSSEC, actually, we can confirm two things. We can confirm that the DNS records that we receive has not been modified by anyone, and it has originated from the right source. So this is really critical in an environment where we want to enhance the security, right? So we have been working a lot with different stakeholders in the community to deploy that DNSSEC. And there are two legs of DNSSEC. One is to sign those resource records, and to sign them, we work mostly with registry operators, but also hosting providers. So any organization basically that runs an authoritative DNS server will take care of the signing part of DNSSEC. So that we generate public keys, public key and private keys. They will use the private keys to sign the data, and they have to also follow the key management EGNs, meaning that they should provide the right security mechanisms to avoid the private keys to be, accessed by anybody. And then on the other side, we have to verify the data. And I used to take the example of either the banknotes or the passports, right? So in our respective countries, we have the immigration, which is responsible of generating authentic passports to the citizens, right? But whenever we are traveling, when we get to the destination country, one of the steps before getting into the country is that you pass, the police, right? And they verify a couple of things, your passport, your visa, etc., etc. And if it turns out that your passport is not authentic, what I do not hope for anyone here, of course, you will be arrested, right? and you will be questioned, isn't it? So basically, you won't be accessed. You won't access the country because there is a mechanism which is working very well to detect that the passport is wrong, is fake. So the same also applies here. So DNSSEC validation is the critical stage where we verify the DNS records with the signature before giving it to the user that requested for that data. So if in the best case scenarios, the resource records are all signed, but nobody is validating, is almost that we, as if we have not done anything, right? But at the same time, also, if nobody is signing, but everyone is validating, at the end of the day, what are we validating? So we need to understand that both go hand in hand, but different organizations are responsible for implementing those two legs of DNSSEC. If we sign only and nobody does the validation, we are missing something. If nobody signs and everyone is doing the validation, we are also missing something. So to provide a better security level at the DNS, in the DNS ecosystem, one of the important technologies to deploy is that DNSSEC. And we have been supporting a lot since the technical engagement team was operational. We have moved a little more what ICANN has been providing to the community. So in the past, we used to do a lot of awareness, a lot of presentations, but now the technical engagement team is capable of providing very close technical assistance and support to any operator, whether they are internet service providers or universities or government entity, as soon as you have a recursive resolver, because this is where the DNSSEC validation actually occurs. So if you have a recursive resolver, you can, and we strongly invite you to implement the DNSSEC validation. And after my talk, I will invite Isaac, who is from MTN Ghana, and Isaac will share with us their own experience, how they felt collaborating with ICANN on implementing DNSSEC validation in their recursive resolvers. So basically, we go through a specific process whereby we help you check the prerequisites on your recursive resolvers, and if everything is properly set and your infrastructure is basically ready to turn on that validation, we do invite you to do so following your own internal change management policies. And most of the time we go gradually, which means that we start with the test bed, or we start with one recursive resolver, and when you are comfortable with that, you can roll out yourself. So we do not connect to your infrastructure to do that. We don't configure things for you, but we can provide a very close assistance, right, and guide you step by step so that everything can go very well. And I also hope that Isaac will share the particular case whereby they had to roll back the first tentative of DNSSEC validation implementation. Feel free to share that experience, because it will also help the rest of the community to get more comfortable in the type of collaboration that we have had so far. And beyond the DNSSEC validation, we even moved forward, and I'm happy to say that from February 2025, MTN Ghana has also joined another initiative which is called Kindness, that ICANN is promoting. So with MTN Ghana, we have been doing a lot of things, and I will now let Isaac share the experience with us. Thank you, and over to you, Isaac, if you can.
Thank you, Yazid. So, Isaac, have the mic. Good.